yeah, you know, it's pressure. Once we go into the village, I think that's when it gets extremely real.
Setback after setback to the prison from a dead trap. It's a head trap. Growing up, no father, man, it's a man trap. Look, I ain't gotta bother, I get my head back. From this earth is the wealth, is the courage to follow your first dream. Don't stop, that'll be the worst thing. Giving up, that is like cursing. The whole world is churching, God have mercy.
How did that feel?
You know, most of my days are getting up at 5, 6 a.m. and being back at 7 odd in the evening. That's just how it is. I'm essentially a guy in an office and I'm at the Olympics.
I suddenly went from an athlete that essentially had it all to essentially having nothing. Honestly, I describe this Olympics as the Olympics that was made team-wise out of pure hard work and grit.
I like that one from the side.
Whereas if I can use it like that, I thought, oh, okay, I'm actually getting off the ground. Okay. But the fact that I've been able to have multiple surgeries, have many injuries, miss Tokyo, and despite lose funding, and somehow I am still here, I can't even say grateful. I put in the work for it. Am I in the way if I push out from an imaginary person running in? Okay, just to feel it.
I mean, I've been doing athletics since I was about 14, and it was really just chasing what I wanted to be. I've always wanted to be an Olympian ever since, you know, it became attainable. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, I work full-time, 9 to 5, you know, fund myself and make sure that I can keep this dream alive. I got this at a time when everything in my life was just like going as it's supposed to be, or going how I wanted it to, whereas like 4 or 5 months prior, like, my life had kind of been like flipped upside down. And I was doing a lot of like self-destructive stuff kind of thing in that time frame. And it's just like a reminder of there were always better times, you know what I mean? I always forget it's there as well.
You really have to reflect on why you're doing it, like what is your why? There is so much beauty in that pain. I learn about myself so much during every single training session, let alone every race, let alone every year or every Olympic Games. I remember being like 5 or 6 and me and my mum were leaving like where I was born, which was this council flat, and I remember just knowing like this isn't going to define me, and I don't understand why it would define me, why it should define anyone. Life is definitely what you make of it, and I'm proud of what I'm making of my life at the moment.
I want you to beat the machine.
But I'll be real, it didn't feel as heavy as it's felt when we done it before.
Being a young black person from London, it's often, like you'll speak to a lot of us as often that you're not just given things in life, and that's okay. But it definitely instills a different level of drive in you where you know that kind of, you have no other choice but to shine. Yeah, I appreciate that. As selfish and as amazing as my job is, I definitely do have a responsibility to represent young black girls and young black people across the country.
As long as you know, Dad.
I'm ready. I'm here. You think I'm not ready? Listen, the hills that I've had to climb, the battles I've had to fight through, I am more ready than ever. Always take that bet on yourself. It doesn't matter what you achieve. Greatness is determined by you betting on yourself. And whatever that looks like is whatever it looks like. It's a win from there.
Well done, you!